was a very special person in that house. And the purpose of my yatra was to come and
EICC General Secretary Organization. Pioneer Alima Yaksalima Irbangza Susi Asanlineer Rahul Gandhi Irbangza EICC General Secretary Organization. Anongji Asanwajaki Kupa Tim Dimlir Ibabaji Madada Pioneer Akuk Nungbo Alima Yaksalima Shishakitsu Irbangza Susi Asanlineer Alima Dia Naganor Dia Kujaki Tima the Mer Ibabaji Paner India Lima the Shiwa Parliament Nongchimizali Nongji Asano Ajaki Bi Akuk Badashi Pa Asan Pa Taunong Dashi Tulino Ayapsilir Anongji social media Nanogi Kupat No Kupa Jamar Asan Tim Timbar India Lima the Shiwa Aji Lamsat Akuk Jimizali Nongji Naburdang Ayuzagara Ajaki Be I'll request our honorable Rahuji to lean over with us. Anongji social media lier, no Kubat, no Kuba Janga, Asan Tim Dimba, Lamsatam Narar, Aji Lamsatam Zakuk, no Burdang, Ayunzagar. Now I'll request our honorable Rahuji to deliberate with us. Paka English. Pura English. Yeah. Yeah, I have already addressed. Yes, I have already.
So, will you translate?
No, sir, by English is okay.
But you translate local language is better.
Okay, okay.
Yeah? So, is there extra mic? Thank you for this loving and affectionate Naga style welcome.
Teti akam subwa lima aser nonogi akam subwa akizabata mapalar.
Thank you. I've now been this traveling in your state, loving for 2 days, and I must affectionate. I've Naga style welcome. Really special time.
Teti asanlimanong pa analima aser nonogi akam subwa mabangdaju mapalar nopurgi myangwer papalar.
I've now been last year traveling in your state. We walked for 2 days Kanyakumari to Kashmir. And I must tell you, in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, to really bring special time. The people of India together, different religions, different languages, different cultures, different ideas. We brought them together. Last year, we walked from Kanyakumari to Kashmir in the Bharat Jodo Yatra to bring the people of India together, different religions, different languages, different cultures, and we thought different ideas that we should do a similar yatra. We brought them together from east to west.
Kashmir nu Kanyakumari kasachi naburti matamba aser nabulongjam east west
and we wanted to send a message. We wanted to send a message. We thought that the northeast do a similar yatra is as important from east as any other part of India.
Aser nabulongjam Rahul Gandhi east west northeast state.
And we wanted to send a message. We wanted to send a message that the north doesn't matter is as the population is less as any other part of India. Has to be the same.
Sir, yeah. Northeast,
this morning, it doesn't matter. I had tea if the population
With
is
some
less,
people,
but
in
the
a village,
importance has to be the same.
Ya, Pataruda, Asunuk, Nizung, Atumbajimas, Asunuk, Makura Sushi, Kakiba, Tanurtila Chazner, Sungti, Dasau, Wanglamsa, yes.
This morning we were driving by. I had tea, and they invited us to have tea with them in a village.
Parnuk, Asanlinir Gudang, Aruda, Parnukianga, Patarudang, Kidamachung Saga, Palasata, Asunuk, Kakidangia, Tanurtila Chazner.
And one of the little girls who was having tea with us asked me what we were driving by your yatra. And they invited us to have tea with them. So I told her I had heard that there was a very special person, and one of the little girls who was having tea with us asked me what is the idea behind your yatra. To understand, so I told her I had heard what the people of Nagaland are feeling, what they are thinking, that house, and to also understand my yatra was to come their way of life, their way of living. To understand what the people of Nagaland are feeling, ideological war going on in India, and to also understand their way of life, their way of living. The RSS and the BJP are attacking all the different cultures in this country. There is an ideological war going on in India. I can see while I'm driving through these roads, your history, your all culture, the different cultures, your tradition, in this country, your way of life. And in fact, I can see while I'm driving through these roads, your history, your culture, when I was giving your tradition, I gave my your way of life. I was told that the people understand English. In fact, just now, that's a good thing. When I was giving, but just before I wanted my speech translated in, I was told Naga that language. The people understand English. That's a good thing. This is the language you use to talk to each other. So I wanted my when I come here speech translated in Naga language. And I do the same when I go to Karnataka, because this is the or when I go to Bengal to talk to each other. So I have to respect it when I come here. Or to Kerala. And this is the language, and I do the same when I go to Karnataka or when I go to Bengal. And disrespecting. What you speak, and this is the language. What the culture that the RSS and the BJP your marriage traditions, these are your traditions. These are nobody else's business. What you speak, who you as an Indian person, it is my duty to respect these cultures. Your marriage traditions, these are your traditions. These are nobody else's business. I'm almost ashamed to tell you that after what has happened in Manipur, as a Prime Minister of India has not gone there. It is my duty to respect these cultures, these traditions.
바 리송치사 말리 인디아농을 마니불농이다 딤딤하스농아 인디아농을 프라임 미니스터에 단다다시
I'm almost ashamed to tell you, as an Indian person, after what has happened in Manipur, I'm ashamed that my Prime Minister of India has not gone to Manipur yet.
바 인디아농을 인디아농을 프라임 미니스터 말리 마니불농이다 딤딤하스농아 인디아농을 프라임
Their
미니스터에
politics have torn the
단다다시
state apart.
맞습니다.
They have divided the state. As an Indian person, they have weaponized the state. I am ashamed that my Prime Minister and they cannot even step foot into Manipur yet.
Politics 아장아 인디아농을 쓰노 인디아농을 프라임 미니스터 가디 마니불농을 수폴리바 맞습니다. 갈면 아까빌라
Their politics have torn the state apart. And that is the idea of the Bharat Jodo. They have weaponized the state. They have burnt the state. And they cannot even step foot in the state. For the people of Nagaland to have to drive through these roads, the idea is of the injustice to the youngsters, to the old people of Nagaland.
나갈리마 이바야 마달로망야스 양우바 기다가 폴리스노 라노라수시 이바야
For the people of Nagaland to have to drive, it is a betrayal. Through these roads of the people of Nagaland, to the youngsters, to the old people of Nagaland.
나갈리마 노
How are we expected
to
bring a positive future to the young people of Nagaland with these roads? It is a betrayal of the people of Nagaland. You say, how are we expected that there are competitive exams in India? To bring a positive future to the young people of Nagaland with these roads. You say that, for example, the IIT is a competitive exam. How is it fair that to take the exam, a Naga child, that there are competitive exams to deal with these roads, while a child in another state does not? You say that, for example, the IIT is a competitive exam. How is it fair that to take the exam, a Naga child has to deal with Naga child who does not have electricity in his house in another state does not compete with another child who has electricity in his house?
Itama malamang kaya mali. Tulur. Sakan nagalungar iba malamang tiyan ng kasargadi. Itam desundam.
How is a Naga child who does not have electricity in his house? How can a Naga child compete with another child whose parents has electricity in his house? Compete with a child whose parents can easily go to a hospital.
Shirluk. Asunong nagalungar sunda nawa sunuwa. Shirluk malam muziki tunda asunong ama desundam. Saka timbaga. Nagalungar sunda nawa.
How can a Naga child whose parents cannot go to a hospital compete with a child whose parents can easily go to a hospital? Is injustice to the people of this town.
Anongji, itamama, economy nawasang, social nawasang, timbaga,
and the idea of the Yatra is to bring attention of the entire country. This road is injustice to the people of Nagaland, to the people of Assam, to the people who are not part of the development that is taking place.
Political justice. Ibaya,
and the idea of the Yatra is to bring attention of the entire country to the people of Manipur, to the people of Nagaland, to the people of Assam, to the people who are not part of the development that is taking place. 2 or 3 people are controlling the entire business system in the country. I want to ask the question, why none of India's leading companies is owned by another? 2 or 3 people are controlling the entire business system in the country.
아스노 company 좀 칼보하기들을 마기들.
You have Mr. Adani, you have Mr. Ambani.
이봐봐자 살라즈
I want to ask the question, why none of India's leading companies is owned by a Naga? There are 500 of the biggest companies in India. Not one of them has a Naga leadership.
인디아노 칼보하기들을 마기들.
You have Mr. Adani, you have Mr. Ambani. How can you say you are running a fair system?
아다니오 암바니 다 나가는 걸 이봐마
There are 500 of the biggest companies in India. So that is not one of them has a Naga leadership.
아농지 인디아노 땅아 녹방공호다시 컴퍼니 똘로디발리 나가는 걸.
And I also see here, how can you say you are running a fair system? Nagaland, there are also people from the rest of India. People from Bihar, people from UP. So that is the aim of the Yatra. And I am proud to say that the Naga people treat everybody with respect and affection. See here that there are people from Nagaland, there are also people from the rest of India, people from Bihar, people from UP. So your tradition, your emphasis on equality, and I am proud to say are assets that the Naga people treat everybody with respect and affection. The rest of India should come and see your tradition, the way people are treated in Nagaland. Your emphasis on equality, these are assets for the Indian nation, for India. Another thing I have noticed, that when there are Naga people standing in a line, the rest of India should come and see the way people are treated in Nagaland. Look, another thing I have noticed, there's thousands of people here that when there are no pushing, no pulling, everybody is giving space to everybody else. There's no pushing and pulling.
India, ya tangalima no asraji sidakpa,
meaning what? You respect each other. Look, there's thousands of people here. You respect each other's space. No pushing, no pulling. Everybody is giving space to everybody else.
India, ya
And you respect each other's ideas. Meaning what? You respect each other. This is the type of India that we are trying to build. You respect each other's space. So I thank you and you respect each other's ideas for showing us the way forward. This is the type of India that we are trying to build. And it's an honor for me to speak to you here today. So I thank you and your forefathers for showing us the way forward. And I will never forget in my entire life the love and affection that you have shown me. And it's an honor for me to speak to you here today. I spoke about the injustice that the Prime Minister did to Manipur by not visiting Manipur. And I will never forget in my entire life the love and affection that you have shown me. And I'd also like to speak about the Naga Accord. I spoke about the injustice that the Prime Minister did to Manipur by not visiting Manipur.
Prime Minister, Indian Prime Minister, Manipur
And I'd also like to speak. I said I'm ashamed that the Indian Prime Minister Naga Accord did not go to Manipur. That the Prime Minister had committed equally to 9 years ago. That the Indian Prime Minister made a commitment to the people of Nagaland 9 years ago and has done nothing about it. I said I'm ashamed that the Indian Prime Minister did not go to Manipur. I'm equally ashamed that the Indian Prime Minister made a commitment to the people of Nagaland 9 years ago and has done nothing about it. If you don't have a solution, you should not lie and say you have a solution.
Prime Minister Modi waja India nungar. India nungar solution mali nungbo. India
You can say that we have to work towards a solution. We will work towards a solution. But you must not lie to the people of Nagaland. If you don't have a solution, you should not lie and say you have a solution. And so, you can say that we have to work towards a solution, that your issues we will work towards a solution. Are very but serious. You must not lie to the people of Nagaland. And there is a requirement for a solution. And so, I would like to tell you that we understand that your issues, a solution cannot be brought without, and there is a requirement for a solution. Without having a conversation, discussion with the people of Nagaland. A solution cannot be brought without having trust of the people of Nagaland. So I am quite sad having to say that what the Prime Minister committed to 9 years ago, without having a conversation, discussion with the people of Nagaland. So I also would like to tell you that we are committed to doing the hard work that is required. What the Prime Minister to get a solution 9 years ago is an empty promise.
Ni kangadang sasabihin ba ji naganor utisirda Prime Minister Modi bai iba solution ya narutse tasba da shon.
And I also would like to tell you that we are committed to doing the hard work that is required to get a solution. A few days in Nagaland with you.
Yatra tamlida kupano asno ajudaba
talking to the people in more detail, and I will also make the youngsters in understanding what their aspirations and dreams are. After the yatra is over, I will come and spend a few days in Nagaland with you. You are straightforward, decent, honest people. Talking to the people in more detail, talking to the youngsters and understanding what their aspirations and dreams are. And I just want to tell you that you have a soldier in New Delhi called Rahul Gandhi. You are straightforward, decent, honest people. I'm also like you. If you need me to raise anything in Parliament, if you want me to put I just want to tell you on the table in that you have a soldier in New Delhi to do it called Rahul Gandhi.
Yes. Asunok, naganungar to parliament, takam the bring us sama, naganungar to ma, Sir Rahul,
and the young people here, especially if you need me to raise anything in Parliament there, if you want me to put any of your issues on the table in Parliament House, I'm more than happy to do it. And give Nagaland a new vision for the future.
Itagi, Lanurdam, Talisa, Ayerdam,
and the young people here, especially the young girls standing over there, I want to tell you that you should, thank you very much, enter politics and give Nagaland a new vision for the future.
Itagi, Lanurdam, Asir Talisa, Ayerdam,
Kana Pillai. Thank you very much. Kana Pillai. Kana Pillai.